everybody, it's Kendra. Welcome back to my channel. I am thrilled for this video today. I know you've already looked at the title because, you know, probably why you clicked on it, but I am doing a DIY easy, cute costume idea video, and I have 8 of them for you. So in every Halloween costume that you'll see on here, I either already had the piece of clothing, I went to Goodwill and got something for cheap, or went to like Walmart and got something, or I just ordered something cheap off of Amazon. So that's pretty much how I put these outfits together, or, you know, DIY what I already had at home. And the stuff that is like kind of crafty, I had most of it here. So yeah, let's get on with the video and let's see all my 8 Halloween costumes that I got for you to DIY this Halloween. The first costume is a like 50s girl, poodle skirt girl type of deal. What I used and what you're gonna need is, of course, a poodle skirt. I didn't make mine. Somebody else actually made mine, which is really cool. So if, you know, you don't have someone already like making you a poodle skirt, you can just get some type of pink skirt and maybe make like a poodle out of some felt and glue it on there, or just like print a picture of a poodle out. It doesn't have to be that crazy and hard to do. Next thing is the like neck scarf. I don't know what it's really called. The shirt, which mine is a black shirt and it was just collared. I thought it just looked best with it. Some white socks. Mine had little frillies at the top. It was really cute. And then some like white or black shoes. Then of course, hair and makeup. Gotta get that red lip in there, and just did a ponytail for the hair. If you have a ribbon to put on your ponytail, that would be really cute too. Next one is Pam from The Office. Love The Office. It's one of those shows that just brings every single emotion out, and those are the best shows to me, at least. So what I used and what you're gonna need for this is a white long-sleeved collared like button-up shirt, a pink cardigan, either like a black skirt or a tan skirt. You could even do like a gray skirt. I went with black though, just because that's what I already had. Then just some simple white shoes. I ended up just wearing my Keds. And then for Pam's hair, she usually has like a half up, half down look, and her hair is like really curly or kind of like wavy. Then the thing that's going to help people to really know who you are and to kind of pull the look together is a Dunder Mifflin name tag. So this is the like crafty part of this. I ended up just looking up a Dunder Mifflin logo online and putting that into Microsoft. I just kind of like sized it a bit, and then I added a section at the bottom with just like a box section. I made it the same color as the Dunder Mifflin logo. Then I added a white box over that and just put a text box over the white box and wrote Pam Beesly. And the last thing that I did was just print that out, take some time to cut it out, of course, and I decided to glue it onto some felt that I had, just because I didn't want the paper ripping when I tried to pin it to my shirt, and the felt just kind of gave it some structure, so that's why I did that. And then of course you can just take a safety pin and put that right on your shirt so everybody knows you are Pam. And if you have a gym with you, you can make this into a couple's costume, make him a little gym helper name tag, and it'll be good. Now the next ones, I have 3. Yes, 3 Riverdale DIY costumes. The first one is Betty Cooper. I think I mostly got inspiration from this from season 1, I think it was. I don't know. There was this picture that I found and I was like, yes, that looks like a classic Betty. So what you're gonna need is a white shirt, a pink cardigan, of course, some type of blue jeans, and just some little like boots, little booty things. Of course, you can't forget the hair, the iconic Betty ponytail. You just have to. And don't forget, if you do dress up as Betty, that little darkness you have inside of your soul. The next Riverdale one is the Veronica Lodge. So again, I was mostly inspired by her in, I think, the first season it was. And I was ahead of all you guys wanting to be Riverdale people this year. But I was actually Veronica last year. So that was pretty cool. I went with GARETT and he was Jughead, and I know that that doesn't make sense because they're not like a couple, but he just resembled Jughead more and I just resembled Veronica more, so it just worked that way. So what I did for Veronica was get a black bodysuit just because I do like bodysuits and it was kind of perfect, I felt like. And then I ended up getting a plaid skirt to go along with that. She wears a decent amount of like black and plaid, especially on her skirts. So that is why I chose those two like combinations. Next thing is some black heels. And the thing you really can't forget is her pearls. She usually wears her hair kind of like wavy or straight, so I'd go with one of those. And I ended up choosing just a dark lip because I thought that it was like inner Veronica, you know? The last Riverdale one is Toni Topaz. So this technically could also be like Jughead because it looks very similar to what Jughead would wear too. You'd just like add a hat to it. But technically I'm doing this for Toni. Yeah. This was actually the picture that I ended up getting inspiration from because I just was like, that looks like Toni. So I ended up finding a gray crop top that I had. I had some black like faux leather leggings that I use. You could just wear some black jeans or black leggings. Then I had a red flannel and I just tied that around my waist. Some black combat boots because that's the kind of combat boots I had. Then I had a silver necklace because she had some necklaces on in that picture, and the leather jacket. Duh. You could DIY like the serpent logo on the back if you really wanted to. I didn't do that, but you could just print that out, or if you're like super artistic, you could paint it on. I don't know. I would probably just like print a logo out on the computer, tape it on, glue it on, something like that. Her hair is usually curled, and you know, it'll be a plus if you have some pink in your hair because then you're definitely gonna be rocking Toni's look. Now time for 80s Workout Barbie. So I've actually never seen a Barbie that wears something like this, or I guess let's say the color combination of just like black and pink. I've seen like an 80s Workout Barbie in this blue bodysuit thing, but I guess this is just like a different take on her. What I used and what you're gonna need is some type of black bodysuit, black swimsuit. I had some trouble with this because I started out thinking that I was going to turn a black tank top into a bodysuit, and it turns out I am not a DIY queen with that. So yeah. It was a struggle, so I went to Goodwill and I found a black bathing suit that worked perfectly. Next thing is some pink tights or pink leggings, whatever you have, whatever you can find. I got mine off of Amazon. Then, of course, the pink headband, sweatband thing. I got some like fishnet gloves, I guess you would call them, some black sweatbands, and this I actually got a little crafty with, and I got some gloves and I just cut off the like finger hand part and I just kept like where the wrist part is because I didn't have sweatbands and it worked perfectly. Then if you do have leg warmers, you could get them, but I ended up just getting some white, like knee-high socks and some black shoes to kind of match everything together. The last crafty part of this is the Barbie logo. You can't forget the Barbie logo because then you aren't Barbie, you're just an 80s workout person. This was another thing that I struggled with. I didn't know how I wanted to do it. I tried like painting it on and it just didn't work with the paint I was using. So I got to thinking and I found a solution. I found a Barbie logo online and I put it into Microsoft, sized it up a bit and printed that out. Then I cut it into like a circle shape because that's just how I wanted it to be. You could cut it however you want it though. And like I did with Pam's name tag, I also ended up gluing this to some, I think, black felt just so it doesn't rip as easy and it's like bendable. Then after that dried, I just hole punched each side and I ended up running a black ribbon through it so then I could just put it right on my tummy and tie it in the back, and yeah, it worked perfectly. Next one is Sandy from Greece. So what you're gonna need is a black top. I ended up getting a t-shirt and just pulling down the sleeves so where it looked like her kind of like cut, like, I don't know, off the shoulder look. But I really wouldn't recommend doing that because then you'd have to pull it down all night. So I would recommend like actually getting a shirt that is like off the shoulder or a bodysuit. That would work really well too. For the pants, I just had some of my black like faux leather leggings that I used again. Then Sandy has like a huge belt on. I didn't have like a big belt, but I still had a black belt that I used. Then the leather jacket, some red shoes to go with it. Mine are actually like not super red, but they still work out. For the hair and makeup, red lip to match the shoes, of course. And her hair is blonde and like super curly. So if you have that type of hair, then you're good. But you know, I don't. So my hair was kind of like curled. If you want to go all out and like get a perm or something, like go you, or just get a wig. The last one that I have for you guys is one for both human and pet. Let's talk about the human part first. This is the Thai, like, stuffed animal Beanie Baby cat. The cool thing about this costume is that people will dress as the basic cat, but it's like a twist on that, and it's a little more creative than just a cat costume. What you're going to need is basically just dress in all black. I ended up wearing a black leotard, a cute like flowy black skirt, some high, like knee-high black boots, and then of course the cat ears. Can't forget those, or you know, you don't look like a cat. And for the makeup, I just kind of put some eyeliner on my nose, drew a line down, and then I covered my like top lip in eyeliner, and then of course added some whiskers. Nothing too fancy or anything. So now the crafty part of this is the tie tag. So what I did, I just got some red paper, folded it in half, and made a little heart in it. Then I cut that heart out. I ended up going online and finding the tie logo, putting it in Microsoft, sizing it up a bit, printing it out, and then I just took some time and cut out the little letters of tie. Then I took some glue and I just glued down the letters onto my heart that I cut out. I took my hole puncher, hole punched one side of it where it folds, of course. Took some string that I have and I just strung it through the hole, and I had a little belt loop on my skirt, so I just tied it on there. If you wanted to put it on your pet, you can just tie it onto their collar and you got a cute little, easy, simple costume for your pet. Alrighty guys, that is all of my DIY Halloween costumes. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this because, again, I loved putting this together. Let me know what one was your favorite, or maybe if you're going as one of these this year or got some like inspiration from this video, I would love to know. And maybe if you're not going as one of these, but you're still going as something, just like let me know what you're going as because I'm interested. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you did like this video. I hope you guys have an amazing day or night, whatever it is where you are right now, and I will see you guys in the next video.